Ashley Anxler and I have Marilyn here, and we're discussing the topic of real estate in New York City. What was the reason you decided to get into real estate?
Well, actually, it was not my first choice. I kind of accidentally got into that field. I started at the bottom as a receptionist, and it actually changed my life, you know. And I started on Roosevelt Island, and after a few months, I was promoted, and then I was promoted again, and I moved up the ladder pretty quickly. And I went into the field of community relations for one of the managing agents here on the island, on Roosevelt Island, and I just fell in love.
When you first started in this field, what kinds of jobs did you work? And what jobs did you work when you gained more experience?
Well, the job that I started with was as a managing agent in real estate. Then later on, I got my salesperson's license. I started doing rentals, sales, in addition to working in management, and it changed from there also.
Did you go to school for real estate?
No, I didn't actually. I went to school for art, and when I came out, there was a sluggish economy, and I needed a job right away, so I took a job as a receptionist in a real estate company.
What is your position in your current job, and what does it entail of?
Well, now my current job, I'm a property manager. I oversee a staff of maintenance crew, a security staff, and a management team. And we run different housing locations in Manhattan by Central Park West, and I'm responsible for all operations of those buildings.
Do you love what you do, or would you consider it more for salary?
No, I love what I do. Very interesting, never a dull moment at all. Constant learning, you're constantly being trained, updated, problems every day. It's never the same scenario. Every day is a different experience, and I get to work with a lot of interesting people, lawyers and other people in the field that really lend to a diverse portfolio.
So the job you're at now wasn't the job you started with?
No.
How was the transitioning period?
Well, what happened with the transitioning period was this. I was in community relations in the real estate field, and after 9/11, things changed pretty quickly. I had 3 small children, and they were ages 1, 5, and 6, and I made a decision that I didn't want to do that anymore, and I wanted to cut down my hours, so I went with a different company part-time. And then as the market changed and the kids got older and everybody was in school, I decided to get back into things, so that's why it changed for me.
What's your favorite part about your job currently?
I love the flexibility that I now have. I'm in the business 30 years. I'm well trusted, a very responsible employee, so I have flexibility with my schedule, and I also like the people that I work with, and I like assisting people every day and helping them in their daily lives.
Can this job become stressful, and when it does other staff help relieve pressure?
Well, this job can be very, very stressful, and yes, you have to have a good team, and when the team works well together, that is, the way that you get rid of the stress is by depending upon other people and working well together.
What was the biggest struggle you faced in the real estate field?
The biggest struggle I faced? Well, the biggest struggle I think I faced was actually transitioning from one position to another. Like I said, after 9/11, I went into sales and rentals, and you have to be the type of person that can budget and save your money. You'll never make it if you don't. You get paid by commission and salary sometimes, and you have to, and it's a seasonal business, so meaning it'll be busy, busy, busy in the summer and the beginning of fall, and then it gets really, really, really slow. So you have to be very good with money on handling it and putting it away and storing it for a rainy day. If you can't do that, you'll never survive.
So then, do you consider a real estate job financially stable?
Well, every job is, in the field is a little different. Stability all depends upon the economy. I don't think anybody is stable forever. You have to kind of go with the flow, but the thing that saves you is constantly learning, being flexible, not being afraid of change, adding your portfolio, changing your resume, moving with the times, taking classes, and being above the curve.
So, what advice would you give to someone trying to get where you are today in the real estate field?
Lots of patience. You need lots of patience if you want to do well in this field. This field is not for everyone. Like I said, you have to learn how to save your money, put it away for a rainy day. You also need to be someone who likes to be flexible and learn, and someone who likes to move forward, not sit stagnant and not be busy. This is a very busy, busy business. Real estate waits for no one, and you need to be a little bit of an aggressive personality. So it's not for the weak of heart.
Okay, thank you very much, Marilyn.